Every year around this time, we ask our chairperson to come forward and speak to us about stewardship as we are entering the last few months and trying to rally, as we always do, it seems, to meet our budget. So at this time, I would like to call up Angela Georgallis to offer a few words. And while she's coming forward, please remember we have the General Assembly next door. We have refreshments. And I will pray for those refreshments from here because I'm going to take a while here before I get to you. So remind me if I forget.
That's perfect. Can you all hear me? All right. Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm going to keep this presentation short this morning because I know it's been a busy day for us and we have the exciting General Assembly ahead. My message to each of you during this season of giving is quite simple, so hopefully that'll get us started on a positive note. As we are preparing to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday next week, I invite each of us to remember what makes this time of year so special. I hope that for most, in addition to the joy of naturally being with loved ones, many of which we don't get to see on a regular basis, it's the opportunity to slow down, to recognize, and to show gratitude for our many blessings. Countless blessings that in many circumstances are provided through our strong faith and belonging to our church community, following the guidance of its spiritual leaders. Holy Trinity gives its members personal, spiritual, and communal fortunes that enable us to live rich lives, even during tough times. Holy Trinity, our unwavering pillar of hope, constantly calls us to remember that those who have more should do more versus having more and taking more. We see this wisdom shared during today's gospel reading parable from Luke. As we embark on the final weeks of our 2022 stewardship campaign, during what remains a time of great uncertainty around the world, I want to extend my deepest gratitude for the inspiring and incredibly generous support our community has given when asked, oftentimes requiring extra consideration and sacrifice. I recognize that so much has changed here at Holy Trinity in the direct consequence of COVID. Limited attendance due to illnesses, suspended ministries and programs, discontinued trade passing during liturgy, the list goes on and on. Yet you, our foundation, have kept Holy Trinity grounded front and center. Your fortitude of faith is undeniable and unstoppable. My greatest hope, especially as we're also beginning the capital campaign journey together, is that our community feels a profound sense of pride in the many successes Holy Trinity has had during a very difficult few years. Your trust in its leadership, along with your treasure, time, talent, and fellowship, have kept Holy Trinity thriving. But of course, our work is not over. It will require that each one of us takes on more, when possible, to hit the increased stewardship budget for this year's campaign, which was approved, as you know, this past March to hire a second priest. We are inching our way towards this year's modified goal, and I am confident that together, as a community, we will once again rise to meet whatever need is placed before us. I will end with what I hope is an inspiring, straightforward, and appropriate quote to take you into Thanksgiving with extra food for thought. This quote from Eckhart Tolle, one of the most respected, inspiring, and visionary spiritual leaders and authors around the world, says, "Acknowledging the good that you have already in your life is the foundation for all abundance." Thank you for your time, your support, and your attention today, especially. Wishing you all a very happy holiday season.